If you've ever stood in the pet store staring at a wall of dog chews and treats wondering, which one is actually the best? You're not alone. There are literally thousands of dog chews and treats on the market today. So let's talk chews and treats. I recently came across something that really reinforced what I've been seeing for a long time. And I wanted to share this because it can help you feel a lot more confident in the types, quality, and quantity of treats and chews you're giving your pet. Here's the reality. The problem lies in the fact that you're being asked to make a really complex decision with almost no clear guidance. Let's just look at chews alone. Chews include things like bully sticks, yak cheese chews, antlers, rawhide, bleached or unbleached, collagen chews, pig ears, tendons, synthetic nylon bones, kongs, rope toys, and that's just scratching the surface. Now treats. It gets even more overwhelming. You've got crunchy biscuits, soft training treats, freeze-dried raw, jerky, dental treats, calming treats, joint support treats, grain-free, organic, limited ingredient, and every single one of those categories has dozens of variations inside it. So when people search things like best treats for dogs, best treats for puppies, best treats for my overweight dog, it's no wonder the answers feel all over the place. Here's why this gets so confusing. There's no clear standard. Natural doesn't mean safe. Dental doesn't mean effective. High protein doesn't always mean healthy. What if they contain a high allergen protein that's making your dog itch? What if they contain grains that are causing inflammation and mobility issues in your dog? What if they're so calorie laden that just one treat is the equivalent of a full meal and it's contributing to your pet's weight gain? Number 2, marketing does not equal biologically appropriate. You're dealing with things like bright packaging, buzzwords like premium, holistic, grain-free. Number 3, hidden trade-offs are everywhere. Hard chews can crack teeth, soft treats are often loaded with fillers, long-lasting chews can be highly processed, even healthy treats can be calorie bombs. Number 4, volume of choice equals decision paralysis. Pet parents are choosing between dozens of protein sources, multiple processing methods, hundreds of brands. So what happens? Sometimes you end up defaulting to what's convenient or affordable, what's popular, what's marketed well, or what your dog likes, not necessarily what's actually best. So instead of trying to review hundreds of products here, let's simplify this, because there are really just a few things that really matter when it comes to choosing the best chews and treats for your dog. And once you understand those, everything gets a lot easier. So when you're trying to figure out the best chews and treats for your dog, whether it's a puppy, adult, senior, or even your overweight dog, focus on this. Real ingredients, including novel proteins, real animal fats, grain and gluten-free. This includes oats. Digestibility. If you're going with real ingredients, you've got this covered. Beware of plastic or synthetic chews like Nylabones. Dogs were never meant to or designed to ingest or digest rubber or plastics. Calorie content. Make sure that the chews and treats you're giving stay within the no more than 10% of their daily calorie intake guidelines. Make sure they're biologically aligned. Chewing is natural for dogs. What they're chewing should be what their bodies were designed to chew and digest. And here's something most people overlook. Some of the best treats are actually just whole foods. Simple things like carrots, sweet potatoes, apples. In the summer, I love freezing them for a cooling chew. Super simple, super effective. To make this easier, I've put together a curated collection of better chews and better treats that align with everything we've talked about here. You can find those linked in the description below. But before I sign off, I want to reiterate warnings I'm sure you've been hearing about bones and rawhide. Cooked bones, like steak bones or pork chop bones, they can be extremely dangerous. So when bones are cooked, they can become brittle and break into sharp shards. Think like glass inside your dog's digestive system. Now, raw bones are different. Raw bones break down more like a soft, crumbly consistency with rounded edges instead of sharp fragments. They're more biologically appropriate, but still not risk-free. So if you choose to feed bones, feed raw only. Now let's talk about one of the most searched topics, rawhide dog treats. In my experience, rawhide acts very similarly to cooked bones in the dog's body. It has very little nutritional value, is often overprocessed and treated with additives, so I generally recommend pet parents move away from rawhide entirely. Instead, look for more biologically aligned options like freeze-dried raw treats, things like turkey necks, trachea, pig snouts, bully sticks. Yes, I know they might sound a little gross, but they break down more like real food and provide actual nutritional value for your dog. I'm curious, what chews and treats are you currently giving your pets? Drop it in the comments. And if you ever need help choosing what's best for your specific dog, I'm here to help.